Good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, February 7th? Yeah, February 7th. We were headed northbound on US 59, approaching the town of Tanaha, Texas. I think that's what it says. Yeah, pretty sure it's Tanaha. Basically in between, we're north of Nacogdoches. This asshole in front of me is speeding up. Anyway, we're on our way to pick up a Tyson load at their Carthage, Texas location. Speed limit dropped it down to 55 here. Yeah, Tanaha, city limit, population 989. Alright, we might have a turn coming up here pretty soon. Alright, we're going to be picking up this load and taking it to California. We'll talk more detail on that later. Meanwhile, yeah, we're on our way up from the Houston area. You guys know I made, on the last video, I made a delivery to a place called Stoneman Produce over on the southeast side of Houston. Yeah, now on the way up here, man, that was a bit of an adventure. Let's see, trying to figure out if this guy is turning for a particular reason or... I think I might have a left turn to make up here. I can't tell if it's an off-ramp or a left turn, but... This guy's saying it's a 35 zone now. I didn't see a speed limit sign, but my driving assistance thing says it's 35 through here. On the last sign I saw, I think it said 45. No, it's 40 right here. Alright, let's see, what is this lane? No. 59 north. Fucking A. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, I should let your ass over.
Sorry, I'm not used to coming through here, and I'm trying to figure out what speed you're gonna go now. I was ready to drop back down behind you, but you kept running the same speed as me.
Fast as motherfucker 3 times, slowest on the highway.
Speed limit was 40, I was doing 40. Fucking super trucker. Must be cool to be like you, huh?
Look how fire you are, fading out.
Yeah, it didn't help that you weren't doing exactly 70 earlier. You were going like 62, 63 when I first started catching up to you in the first place. Yet I'm just an asshole driving. I thought I had to make a left turn. Now, I'm not used to coming through here. But no, I'm not. But he's such a perfect driver. Like I said, why was I catching up to him in the first place when we were in a 70, 75 zone, whatever, and my truck's governed at 70. I was doing 70 and catching up to him, and all of a sudden he speeds up. Come on now. Don't act like you're fucking perfect, dude. Drivers like that irritate me. Alright, anyway, so going through that delivery, I tried to get my trailer washed out at the Blue Beacon down there on the east side of Houston, off the 610 freeway. Holy shit. Remind me to never try to get my trailer washed, not ever stop at that Blue Beacon again. I didn't even get it washed out because when I get into that lot, there was a freaking huge ass line of trucks, and it's like a 3-bay line, no trailer washout line, and they were like, they have 3 bays, but they had a line going all the way over to the Love's Fuel Island, just trying to get into Blue Beacon. I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. So I just kept cruising right on through. Figured I'd come back out on that street and get back on to 610 and take 610 over to I-69. And then I couldn't make the turn. It was a left turn I had to make to get on the street to get back over to the service road. And there was just so much traffic, I just said, you know what, screw this. I can see on the map, I can just go ahead and make a right out of Love's instead and not fight this traffic. Go down to basically over to Highway 8, which is I think the Sam Houston tollway. Take 8 back across to 69. But then I get all the way up there, and I figured, okay, there's be a left turn probably, because again, I don't use GPS, I'm just using the map. I can see that Highway 8 is there. I figured that, oh yeah, there should be a service road alongside Highway 8, and I can maybe get onto there on 8 from there. Well, so I'm in the left lane, I'm prepared. And then it turns out there's no left turn that I can make there. And I'm right next to another truck, or just slightly ahead of another truck, kind of like what you just saw there. So I couldn't just fly right over the right lane and stop at there was like a little truck stop or whatever. Yeah, I think right there, that corner there. But either way, I was like, how in the hell do I get on the Highway 8 from here? I ended up having to go down the road another mile or so and then turn left onto some streets. Follow that down, and it almost swore that it was an area that should not have been truck legal, but there were actually truck services places along the road. It looked like it was kind of residential to me, so I didn't know that I really wanted to be over there. But yeah, like I said, there was like a pipe yard, you know, where the petroleum pipeline, where they have the, you know, I guess they sell the pipes or they store them or something. I don't know. This is a trooper up here, it looks like, or a sheriff or whatever it is. But anyway, I saw one of those yards there. I'm like, okay, well, the only way those pipes are getting there is by a truck, so this must be still a truck legal area that I'm in. Now, and I keep going down a little further. There's like a truck and trailer repair place. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is definitely a truck road, but it definitely does not look like a truck road. And eventually I end up getting to this, making this left turn. And then right there, like a very short distance down, was the service road to get me onto the Highway 8 finally. Oh, like, man, that was an adventure just because of trying to get out of Love's. And that was it. Remind me to never stop at that Love's or that Blue Beacon. Or if I do stop at that Love's, make sure I come out on the service road side instead of that perpendicular street, whatever it is. Oh man! And then I get up to Williams and Cleveland area. Now I was going to stop in Cleveland anyway for. I needed to get a trailer tire replaced, and then I figured I'd get a splash of fuel as well. The QT across the street from Love's has a good price, by the way. I think it was like $3.69 or something like that a gallon, when the Love's was like $4.28, something on that line, or $4.13 with the rebate. But traffic, I guess they're doing construction over there, resurfacing Highway 59/I-69, whatever you want to call it, through that area just south of Cleveland. And that was at least a good 30, 40-minute delay trying to get through there. And it was only like maybe a few miles of traveling I had to do. Man, that was a pain in the ass though. And then the Loves took so damn long to change my tire. I got there, I think somewhere around noonish. And they told me when I was checking in, okay, it'll probably get to you right around 2 o'clock. Said once the guy who's in Bay 3 right now leaves, you'll be next. And the guy who had just pulled into Bay 3 when I pulled up there. Yeah, cause I was going to have to wait for their swing shift guys to come in, it sounded like. Well, they didn't call me in until like 2:40 or something like that. And they didn't get the, so I didn't get back out of there until it seemed like 4:30 or something like that, 4:15, I don't know. By then I was like, well, it's a couple hour drive up here. I can't guarantee I'm gonna find parking up here, and it's a little bit too early to pick my load up. Or well, I don't know. I could have been ready, but I don't have hours to work with anyway, so it's not like it really mattered. I'm going to be running on recaps very quickly, and I only had almost 5 hours come back last night, and only 2 hours, almost 3 hours coming back tonight, I think it is. So I got to kind of take it easy on my hours, and no matter what, so I'm going to take this load to my house first, and then eventually deliver it possibly, although we'll talk a little bit more about that, I guess, on the way out. But so either way, I can't get there sooner than the 19th. And then I was also looking at, well, how far away I am. If I were going from Cleveland to Carthage to my house was 1,600 and some odd miles, and I'm only going to cut off 150 miles, assuming that the load's not ready to go yet. So I get to thinking, you know what, it's only 530, 550 mile shifts, whatever, which is easy to do. And I know that cutting off that 150 or so miles is not going to make a difference. I still got to do 2 10-hour breaks regardless, even if I don't have HOS problems. So why do I need to why do I need to push it to get closer? Only when it's not going to make any difference. I still need 3 shifts to get home with. I only have the hours to get me there on the same day anyway. So I just decided to just bed down there and call it a day. And I had other stuff, non-trucking related stuff I needed to get caught up on anyway. And, alright, anyway, going back on that last load. I'm not a huge fan of eating at Subway, but sometimes it's at least sensible. I just get like a 6-inch sub. I tend to vary what I get. It's a nice looking home there, by the way, right where this lake thing is. Over by Hudson Farm. That's a really nice looking home, or whatever that thing is. Anyway, though, I stopped at the Loves in Benson, Arizona. So I needed a 30-minute break and a shower. I had some damn U.S. Express driver pulling a FedEx trailer, decided to camp out in the courtesy lane there. I mean, he was actually in the fuel island when I first got there, and I was waiting a little bit, and it was kind of reasonable. But then he pulls forward, and then like, okay, all I want is reefer fuel and to go park so I can shower. Well, I mean, about 10 minutes or so of him maybe going inside and coming back out and leaving is reasonable. However, he didn't do what was reasonable. I ended up being off duty there for 20 minutes before I was even able to get pulled forward enough to where I could get to my reefer tank. The nozzle of my reefer tank, whatever, and I didn't even tell him to leave so I could do what I needed to do. Well, anyway, I get to the shower and I stop at get a sub. I ended up ordering that garlic chicken. I forget the name of that garlic one. And I told her, you know, because Subway is doing their menus a little bit different now, I guess, where I kind of they have like a whole list of ingredients where it's not, you know, well, you can always do it your own way as well, but or you can just do it as advertised. So I told her I want to order this garlic, whatever, the number 8, if you guys are familiar with Subway. And I told her I want it exactly as advertised, but minus tomatoes. I don't mind tomatoes, but problem is they you know, too much tomato overwhelms the rest of the flavor or the food, whatever, and a cold tomato and the texture of it just clashes with the rest of the food to me. So, all right, we're gonna use. No, that's yeah. I was gonna say truck route to 59 North Right Lane. Yeah, which I figured. We need to. We're on this loop where the customer's at anyway. Alright, anyway, I told her no tomatoes. And I told her exactly as advertised, so, yeah, otherwise. So she starts asking me, like, do you want the provolone on it? I'm like, I said exactly as advertised and with no tomatoes. So, and then I tell her before she even asked me, okay, and then, yes, I do want it toasted. Alright, so no problem there, but then we get over to the, you know, the veggie area, and I had to remind her that it was no tomatoes, and then she kept thinking she kept asking me if I wanted like no onions or whatever or something along the line. I go, no, I want onions, I just don't want tomatoes. And then next thing you know, she's just going through the motions, and then she starts grabbing tomatoes and starts getting putting them on my. I'm like, no tomatoes, no tomatoes, no tomatoes. Like I had to tell her 3 times before before it finally sunk in. Stop putting the tomatoes on my damn food. It's like, holy shit, man! How hard can this be? You know, one of the important parts about customer service is paying attention to those kind of details. You know, my line of work, you don't pay attention to details, whether it was when I was doing aircraft maintenance or driving a truck. You don't pay attention to details, somebody gets killed or hurt, or damage gets done. That costs a lot of money. You don't want that. Maybe not so great. Well, there's still to an extent safety details, stuff like that. Slide over because this guy is not going the speed limit for one, and it's going to be pretty quick before I get to the shipper anyway. And I do need to make a left turn. Right over here on the left side there's a truck stop. I think that's, I want to say, I don't know if that's the one that's now a TA Express. I don't see any signage there saying that it's TA Express, but I know there's a TA Express in town now, but I don't know if it's that one there. And now there's a Love's here as well that used to not be here. Right here off this next exit here. That used to never be here. The last time I came through here, it didn't exist. Alright, 65. Yeah, this is the Highway 79 interchange here. This next straightaway here is where my shipper's going to be, so I'm going to have to stay here in the left lane. People are not going to be happy about it if they catch up to me, but it is what it is. Alright, Love's has a Wendy's and a Subway. Alright, so anyways, I got annoyed. Like, if I have to keep repeating myself, I was down there ready to tell her, look, if you're not going to listen to what I'm telling you, then stop putting my order together. Get somebody else who will actually listen to me. Because I'm not going to keep repeating myself. And, yeah, but I didn't actually say it, but I'm about to the point where I'm starting doing that. Then I made another stop somewhere that had a Subway, there's another JCT pulling in over here. That's where we're turning in right there. Alright, now let's talk more about the other subway experience here when I get you checking in. I'm going to get in here. We're going to have to wait for the other JCT to finish getting checked in before I can get on the lot. Doesn't look like a lot of room there for dropping empty trailers right now. Alright, there's a Tyson bobtail that came in, but at least there's room now for me to get across the road. Alright, so usual typical Tyson check-in process here, checking the guard shack with your 500 number. We're going to end up, well, I guess, wait till we get through checking in here.
You have 5 hours and 30...
Morning. 500 number 653-8395. Merced, California. Full. Many times. Alright guys, we're checked in. Now let's go drop our trailer. Normally we drop our trailers right here in this corner normally. Might drop right there in front of us. Don't know there's enough room here to drop it over here, so I don't know. It looks a little tight, so I don't know. There's room there, so I can do it straight back into that spot there. I can tell by the tire tracks that another trailer was already in there and got pulled out, so we'll go ahead and do that. Damn it, how'd I end up so far off? Come on. Let's get my tandems quickly over to the center of that spot. Because the sooner I can get them to the center of the spot, the sooner I can look down both sides of the trailer before I even start crossing that threshold there. Definitely looks doable. Like I said, the tire tracks that are already there are a huge clue to me that there's room for me to get it in there. Don't forget to also slide tandems before dropping your empty. Also with washing out, I normally stop at this little truck wash in Redland, Texas, which is just north of Lefkin on the way up here from, along US 59. But I got through there, went through there just a little bit too early. They open at 7 a.m. and I was there, I was passing through there like 6:30-ish, 6:40-ish. So it wasn't going to work, but now JCT, the load assignment, will actually tell you there's a mobile truck wash right here. I need a slide tandem still. Mobile truck wash number you can call. Basically, the guy works right here at the yard at this plant. You just call the number up, and then it turns out it's super convenient because all I did was call the number. Asked the guy about his washout service, and he's basically just said just drop it here in the yard and just tell him what trailer number it was, and that's it. That's all there was to it. Since JCT has a contract with them, he just gets the trailer number and does his thing, and then he just charges JCT. It couldn't have been more convenient there. Alright guys, turns out the load is not ready to go yet. Oh, can't release my kingpin unless my tractor brakes are set. Alright, now we're good.
Hold time and have a good one.
should be good. All right. Okay, let's get checked out with her first. She probably already knows I'm just going to end up going to the truck stop. Yeah, good.
Are you sure you're ready? Make sure you're ready.
Okay.
Almost ready. Have a good one, big brother.
Alright, so we're just going to go over to Love's and wait now, and the shipper will call me back when it's ready for pickup. Talked to the other driver there. He just had a kind of a bit of a snafu on his load. His name's Robert. I guess he just started with us in September. Let me make sure his car is really going to turn into the Tyson employee driveway. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, I think he said he was going to Roseville, but they just pushed his pickup date out to the 9th. Sucks because he's already here, and he just found out after he got here that it got pushed back 2 days. And yeah, I was telling you, I had something similar to that happen. I don't remember if I was picking up in Center or here, but one of the loads, for some reason, they pushed my pickup date back 2 days. Just like that, when I was already on my way up here, and I'm like, what the hell? Why I'm already coming up here. I thought they might have changed it because they were concerned about whether I could get there. I think because I was running on recaps or something at the time. I don't remember, but I was not happy about it, and I ended up JCT ended up just giving me a different load out of the area. I don't remember where I ended up picking up at. I don't know if that was a Center pickup and I ended up coming here, or vice versa, or if I ended up coming from here to one of these locations to one of the Sanderson Farms plants that we pick up from in the area. I don't know, but it's been a bit, and JCT got it resolved, but yeah, wasn't very happy about finding out after I was already most of the way up here. Alright, let's wait on this car here, because they were staying back so this flatbedder can make his turn. Ooh, Dairy Queen across the freeway. Yeah! You guys know I love my blizzards. So if it takes a while for a load, I could always come across here and get me a blizzard. Let's wait on Effie's. Alright, it is flashing red on both sides. Good reminder, when you're at a flashing red light like this, don't assume that the other side also has a flashing red. The other side could have a flashing yellow, for all you know. You won't know unless you're looking on both sides. I remember I had that happen to me once when I was in Charleston, South Carolina, actually Charleston Air Force Base. They were doing some kind of construction there on base, and they were temporarily using I don't know if you guys are Air Force vets and you know about I'm not going to park a Bobtail over here. That's asshole work there. I'm going to park it over here on this side. Oh wait, you know what? There's more spots kind of out of the way over that side. Maybe you can head over there instead. Yeah, I know those guys in the pickup are kind of eyeballing me like, what the hell are you doing? This ain't the truck lot. Like, I know it's not the truck lot, but I'm not going to go occupying a spot that someone with a trailer could be parking in if I end up sitting here a long time and the lot gets full. You know, it's I don't park on the truck side if I don't absolutely have to be over there. So we'll park over here, and then it's just a straight shot right out. If if it does turn out I have to wait a while, not a big deal. Again, I got plenty of time to work with. I'll just get plenty of detention pay if I end up waiting a long time either. Also, all right. So see how things go here. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, but if it does, like I said, detention pay. I'm not gonna complain about that. All right. Alright guys, we are ready to finally pick up our load. It is almost 11:30 p.m. right now. So I was here for about a good 14-15 hours. Not a bad thing though, actually. I prefer to drive at night, and there was another, I guess, a nice little perk to having to wait. One, I'm going to get probably $400 in detention pay out of this. Two, although I haven't been I haven't been much for watching basketball in a while. I used to be a die-hard Lakers fan growing up. I used to watch the Lakers from when I was just knee-high to a grasshopper, and I would watch all their games. I just loved listening to Chick Hearn doing his broadcasts. Back then when it was the Showtime era Lakers playing, and yeah, I still support them, but I don't really watch basketball much anymore. I really didn't have time to watch sports of any kind for a long time because of being a father to children who, at least one child who requires practically 24/7 attention, and a child who, good luck getting them to sit down for anything, much less sports. Just, life took its course, and I just quit watching for the most part. Anyway, ended up getting a chance to, just long enough there to watch LeBron James succeed in breaking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time scoring record. Say what you want about the man. I know he can be a little bit on the polarizing side with certain things that he says and does, whatever, off the court, but he's a damn good basketball player. Great player. And it's not just a scoring part of him that is great either. He's a good team player overall. But yeah, I got a chance to sit there and watch him break the record. And then it was not too much longer after that, because he scored it right at almost at the end of the third quarter. And I think it just started playing the fourth quarter when I got the call from Tyson saying the load was ready to go. Alright, now there's, hoping I didn't overshoot, did I? Because I'm like, man, I don't remember it being that. No, it's right here. Alright, I was like, I knew it couldn't be that far up, because I could see the sign when I was actually still at the, when I was here at the shipper, I could see the love sign, so I was like, I know it's close. Alright, that's, okay, so normally, they're just going to let me ride in, I guess, or maybe I'll pull up. Hello.
Are you already here?
Yeah, load's ready to go.
They'll have all your paperwork inside there, and they'll tell you where you're at.
Usually when I came here before, I usually parked over here. Is that different now, or?
You can park right over there. Just walk right inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Alright, how about we do that? Because right here could be, it looks like where forklift operators could possibly come in and out, so I'm not really keen on parking here, but it is what it is. He says it's okay there. Alright, we have bills now. We're be looking for 7393, I think it was. Yeah, 7393. I think the shack driver was waiting for his Peterbilt driver to get out of the way first so he could, I don't know what he's doing. I'm trying to figure out who's doing what so I can actually... Alright, look like the Peterbilt driver's just getting out of the way. Trailer might be over here. There's a JCT over here with a reefer unit running. I can't tell if it's my trailer or not, but I'm gonna back up. Since it's right there, it's easier to just keep going this way anyway. I'm not getting the right kind of lighting to tell if that's it or not, but it's either going to be right here, this one that I'm looking at, backing up to. Oh shit. Kind of helps if I light that up for you. Or it's either this one here or it's might even be in the other, over in the back area. No, that looks like the trailer that I dropped earlier, which is not the one I need. Alright, so how about we drive around over to the back lot, because I don't see it over here, so I'm gonna guess it's back here in the back area. I am trying to keep my speed down so it doesn't kick me into drive mode yet. Oh, what's this one? Oh wait, is he hooked up to it right now? Yeah. This guy here is hooked up to it. Okay, so I'll just come over here and I'll back up and wait and see what he does with it, because yeah, they hadn't even pulled it out of the dock door yet. Be a little bit on the tail heavy side. Alright, spotter's out of the door now. I haven't looked at how heavy the load is yet, but those pallets are getting kind of back there. They're right by that limit line there. That limit line is really only there for loads that are 45,000 pounds. So, but the fact they're that far back and kind of also that height does concern me a little bit that it could be a tail heavy load. Actually, you know what? I don't know if this guy's getting ready to drop my trailer in the... I know he's going to probably close the doors, but I don't know if he's going to try to drop it here next to Stevens or what. And I also wanted to be out of this guy's way. Alright, now we're good. How's it going?
Your trailer?
Okay, yeah. I think he's just gonna, he might just even drop it right there. It's figured out. He'll either drop it there or he's gonna back it. I don't know. I'm not sure what he's got, what his plan is. I just want to be able to see what's going on there. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and pull forward out of the way. I just want to be in a spot where I'm not going to be in the way of him if he does try to back it. Oh no, he's dropping it right where he's at. Okay. Alright. Okay, so yeah, I'll be able to get my load locks in and all that real quick and close the doors and all that kind of good stuff. The guard will put the seal on. They have the seal right here on my with the bills. Okay, it doesn't look like it's too high. It's, I mean, I don't know. No, actually, I do want it to be, actually, it is a lot on the high side. Let me raise my airbags up. Yeah, now I got pressure. Alright guys, we are about ready to check out here. I had to wait for my, well, I had to do my paperwork anyway, but I also needed to wait for my temperature to get back down because the doors were open long enough to, this is a plus 28 degree load, and it was up to 45 by the time I closed the doors. Also get over here out of the way for when this guy coming into the lot leaves. I mean, if he has to make a left turn, I don't think he'll be able to get into the lot with me where I was at.
Sorry about the wait.
No problem.
Go ahead, lift. Oh, it's already lifted. You go ahead and pull forward. I'll go ahead and seal it. Bring you the paperwork. Yeah, it looked like somebody hit this trailer while I was, let's see. Want to get past this gate. That way you can drop the gate back down at least. I think we're good there. Anyway, yeah, I'll probably have to report that somebody hit the front corner of this trailer. Looks like with another trailer I could see marks that were look like hinge door hinge marks from another trailer up against the corner, and then the whole metal strip there is kind of pulled up as well. Oh man, have a safe trip.
Cool, we'll do it. Have a good night. Alright, so I want to leave in that direction. However, I need to scale the load first. It is on the heavy side. I think I saw 38,000 pounds. Now, normally I would use the on-site scale, but with the way everything was arranged and all that kind of stuff there, I figured, you know what, might as well go in. The Love's right here anyway. Figured I'm going to just go ahead and come back over here to Love's, and I'll use the cat scale.
because I can't guarantee that I won't be swapping or dropping off this load anyway at some point. So it'd be good to have a Catskill ticket available. Not to mention, usual suggestion is don't trust the shipper's skill, because you can't guarantee that their skill is accurate. Now, certain shippers, if I'm there enough, and I know that their skill is accurate, okay, I'll treat it as golden, because I know from past experience, even recent experiences, that they're good. But generally, though, if it's if a shipper I'm not familiar with or I'm rarely at, the regular standard is don't trust it until you get on a Catskill and verify that it's accurate first. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and scale it here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and swap out the SD cards and end the video as well and all that kind of stuff. Either way, though, I'm gonna end up heading north. Go a couple of exits north, over at the north end of the loop here in town. And there's a state highway you can take up there. It'll take you up to Kilgore and Longview area. And that'll get you to the, hope you know I need room to turn. Hopefully they give me enough space. Yeah, looks like we're good. Yeah, if you make a proper button-up turn there, my tandem's made it without even going into there. Yeah, I had plenty of room there, actually. Yeah, when we bobtailed back over here this morning, there was another truck with a trailer that turned there, and they had a much harder time making that turn because of the way they were set up for it and the way they executed the turn. Alright, but anyway, yeah. Normally I'll take that state route up there and make my way up to I-20 over in the Kilgore and Longview area. And then I'll take 20 west over to the DFW Metroplex. And eventually make my way over to US 287 over on the just north of Fort Worth. And take 287 up to I-40 in Amarillo. Now this load is going to Merced, California. I forget what the customer is. I don't even know for sure if I've been to the customer or not. I have been to a customer or two in Merced before, but I just don't know if it's the same one. Not an important enough detail for me to worry about right now. So how about this? When we get to scaling this and I show you what my weights are and all that, we'll go ahead and end this video. And that way I can get my card swapped out and all that shit, and move on to another video for you guys, alright? That's what we got here first. Alright, let's get out of driving mode. Alright guys, we are just inside the limit on the trailer axle. As I expected it was going to be a tail heavy load, and that's exactly what it is. 33,940 on the tandems. The limit is 34, so it came really close to the limit, but I am one hole forward of the California hole. I don't, and I mentioned many times, I prefer to have the tandems in the California hole or further back, not any further forward if I don't need them there. So I'm gonna go ahead and come over to the fuel island. I can send my, my loaded call in the video, swap my SD cards, and go get a paper scale ticket just in case I end up swapping with somebody at some point in time, or I could end up dropping it as well. I don't know. We'll find out. So I can't guarantee I'll be delivering. It's not due until the 12th, and I believe I can have it there on the 10th sometime. Maybe actually possibly the 11th. I have the hours to do it on the 10th, but shit. What a cluster. And then there's the other truck behind me as well. It's trying to leave. Screw it. It's not gonna. I don't want to burn drive time, but it's not gonna take much drive clock to get over here. So let me just go ahead and get out of the way. I'll slide tandems where I want them. Do all that stuff, and how about we call this one a day, alright? I want to thank you guys for taking the time to hang out and watch, as always. Alright, otherwise, I will see you guys maybe in Merced, California, right? If not, we'll see you somewhere else. Alright, you all have a great night.